Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, and hello if you're new here. My name is Michelle. I create beauty content each and every week, so if you enjoy these kind of videos, make sure you give this one a thumbs up. It really helps me out, and don't forget to subscribe so you stay up to date with all my latest uploads. And today I'm testing out the new JACLYN Hill Skin Perfector Tint alongside with the new concealer. And if you know me, you know I'm a big fan of JACLYN Hill, but this is my 100% unbiased opinion. I gotta keep it real. And before jumping into this video, let me know down in the comments below if you've tried anything from JACLYN Cosmetics and if you love or hate her stuff. I'm curious to know. But without further ado, let's get started in today's video. I am so excited to finally try these two new JACLYN Cosmetics. So this is the Skin Blurring Tint and then the concealer. I purchased this from Ulta. You could purchase it from her site or from Ulta. I got the shade medium in this, and then the concealer I got light, medium, natural. And if I'm being 100% honest, this is not a first impressions. I did try these out the other day. I just personally feel like sometimes it takes me like 2 to 3 tries to see if I actually like a product. As I'm going through the products, I'm going to be mentioning what I didn't like on my first try and what I'm doing different. So right off the bat, I used this and I primed my skin beforehand. So today I'm not going to be priming my skin. I think maybe that could have like messed with the product a little bit. So I'm just going to see the product on my bare skin as is and see how I like it. The only thing I am going to be doing, since this is a skin tint and it really doesn't have much coverage to it, I'm just going to go in with some color corrector. Unfortunately, my skin has just been acting up. So it's always acting up. I don't have perfect skin. I did back in the day, but I don't know. Once I hit like 25, my skin was really bad. So I'm just going to go ahead and buff this in. So I just buffed in the green concealer. When I initially tried these products, I started off with the blur tint. Today I'm actually going to try the concealer first, see if that makes a difference or anything. And when I initially tried this concealer, one, I didn't put a lot of it on. I just did like this. I'm going to put a little bit more. Just bring it down a little bit more. And initially when I tried it, I did find that it dried down very quick. So I found like I had to work with it quickly. So that's why I'm doing one eye first. It's not as creamy as I thought it would be. And I'm just going in with a wet beauty sponge and just blending this out. I would say this is more of a matte concealer. It dries down so quickly. You really have to work very fast with this. And it does say like on the packaging that it is a medium to buildable coverage. So I'm going to try to build this up today. Yesterday I didn't. I just did like a little bit. It's going to add a little bit more. Well, it's probably a lot more, but whatever. Again, just going to go in with my sponge and blend this out. So you can see the difference between concealer, no concealer. It definitely does brighten up my under eye area. It just looks very matte. It just feels very dry. Not the creamiest. So far I still have the same opinions as I did yesterday. I'm going to use some of this to kind of carve out this brow. I feel like you have to work very fast with this product. Like you see, it's already like dried down. All right, let me go ahead and do the other eye really quick. I don't know if you could tell, but like there's like a distinct line on my nose and it's so hard to blend that out. Like I feel like once this product dries down, like it is hard to blend out. Okay, now for the skin tint. When I initially used this, I wasn't impressed. I feel like it really didn't do any blurring to my skin. And again, I don't know if that was because I used a primer beforehand. I really wasn't impressed. So hopefully today with no primer, it does something different. I will say this gave a nice glow to the skin though. I'm gonna say 1.5 pumps. And I've seen everybody use their hands for this. I'm just gonna go ahead and go in with my hands and just rub it in. See, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of the hands. Okay, let's try a brush. See how the brush does. Not a fan of the brush. Let's try my sponge. Okay, so you're definitely gonna need more than 1 pump. A little does not go a long way. So let me go ahead and apply it with my finger first, and then I'll go in with the sponge. Okay, now I'm just going back in with my sponge. Okay, so I let this part sit on my skin, and let me tell you, it is very hard to blend out. Okay, so I know this is light coverage and that's like the intent of it. Okay, I'm trying to blend this together as best as I can, and you know what, I'm actually gonna go ahead and set my under eyes because it does look like there is some creasing. I don't know if you could tell, but there's definitely some major creasing going on. Let me go ahead and clean out the crease, blend it out, and then set my under eye. All right, you guys, so I'm gonna zoom you in even closer so you can get a better look of my skin. I don't know if you could tell that like there's a distinction between where the concealer is, which is like right here, and where it stops, which is down here by my cheeks. It just does not blend together. I feel like the concealer is way too matte. All right, you guys. So I was going to do the rest of my face and I was going to use the rest of like whatever products I have of hers. The only other products that I have from like JACLYN Cosmetics is this luminous powder, her highlighters, and then this under eye brightening powder. I did end up using this with the concealer, but I wanted to get on here and give my honest opinion. Before I say anything, listen, I love JACLYN Cosmetics. I love Jaclyn Hill herself. Like, she's the one that taught me how to do my makeup, and 90% of her products are bomb. However, I think this is just a miss. This is not it for me, especially the concealer. I mean, her products aren't crazy expensive, but they're more on the pricier end. I mean, I'm a drugstore type of girl. To spend $20 to $30 on each item, it's a little bit pricey for me. I will say yesterday when I set it with a different setting powder and I added the blush and the bronzer, it did look a little bit better, but just the two on its own, the concealer is an absolute no for me. It is so drying. It is very hard to blend out. It's not creamy and it creases. It is creasing. Yesterday it creased so badly, and I used her setting powder to set the under eyes. It did not work out, and it does not seem like it's going to be working out. Concealer is 100% pass. I would not recommend it. I regret purchasing it. I hate saying that because I do love her products and I love her so much, but listen, gotta keep it real or keep it moving, and I'm keeping it real. Now, the blurring skin tint. I actually do like this. I feel like it does give a good amount of coverage for a skin tint. It's not full coverage, obviously. It's a skin tint. It gives a nice glow to my skin. This is no setting powder and my skin is glowing. It does not mix well with the concealer. I thought it would because, well, that's kind of how they advertise it. They advertise it to go together. It's just like the concealer is not creamy at all. If the concealer was like a creamy, dewy concealer, then I think it would go perfect with this. However, this is like supposed to be like skin blurring, skin perfecting. I honestly don't think it's skin blurring at all. I think it's just a light tint and then that's it. Like, I don't think it really did anything to my skin. I am gonna give these products another try and like use them with other products. So instead of using this with her concealer, I'm going to try a different concealer, and instead of using the concealer with this, I'm going to try the concealer probably with something more full face and a matte foundation. But together I just feel like they're no good. And this is no hate to like her brand at all. Like I said, she has some really great things. Everything else I own is just 100% amazing. These two, I don't know, they just really let me down. I kind of had high expectations. Sometimes I just feel like people on the internet just overhype things, and this is definitely a product that I feel unfortunately was overhyped. That about wraps up my review. Let me know down below what you think of her products. If you've tried anything that you think was 100% not worth it, no good, or if you've tried things that you think are so good that I might be missing from my collection that's worth a try, let me know down in the comments below. If you did enjoy this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. It really helps me out. And don't forget to subscribe so you stay up to date with all my latest uploads. And as always, before signing off, I want to leave you with this. You are beautiful, you are loved, and you are worthy. All right, guys, bye.